Sunday Night Football, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into Dallas to face the Cowboys. Tom Brady, only for the second time in his career, visits Jerry World, and he's talking about he's excited and feeling up for the game. I mean, he's 45 years old. Can Tom Brady bring it for another season? We'll see. A lot of talk this offseason about how Tom Brady's been criticizing his offensive line, he says, to try to motivate them, but, we'll have to see how that plays out. Tristan Wirf should be ready to go week one, ready to go Sunday night, as he was struggling with the injury, but it sounds like he'll be good to go. And for the Cowboys offensive line, they lose Tyron Smith for the season, so they're starting rookie Tyler Smith at left tackle. So, there's a lot of hype around Tyler Smith, but, he's a rookie. Can he stand up to that vaunted Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive line with Vonta Vea and Hakeem Hicks and all them boys? So we'll see, man. It's going to be a tough matchup. And Tyler Smith in college was the most penalized offensive lineman in all of college football. So, take that for what you will. Will he get it together? Now he's in the pros. The big boys, we'll see. Or is he going to struggle? It's a big risk for the Cowboys, but we'll find out Sunday night. This is a rematch of week one last season. 31-29, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won on a last-second walk-off field goal. Dak Prescott continues to be underrated, and people don't give him the credit he deserves. He can stand in the pocket and throw for 400 yards every game, and they're not little dink and dumps. Or, there for a while, Shannon on Undisputed, Shannon Sharp was saying, Dink and Dak. Ain't Dink and Dak. He's throwing, bombs down the field now consistently. CeeDee Lamb now is the number one receiver in Dallas, with Amari Cooper getting shipped out to Cleveland, the Browns. So can CeeDee Lamb step it up? I think he can. I think he's a superstar in the making, but we'll see. Like Skip Bayless always says on Undisputed that he thinks CeeDee Lamb's a superstar already. We'll see. I don't know yet if we can really. I want him to be. My heart wants him to be, but my head's still like Justin Jefferson. He's still better, I would say. And Jamar Chase, he's already better, I think. But CeeDee Lamb has that potential, but we'll find out, if he can live up. Now he'll get all the targets. He's number one receiver. There's no other excuses. And plus Michael Gallup, the Cowboys' second receiver, he's still injured, so he's not playing. And Nate I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head, but Washington, the other receiver for the Cowboys, he's hurt as well. So basically, CeeDee Lamb's the only receiver who of any name, of any star power out there. So we'll see if number 88 can do it as the number one receiver for the Cowboys. Cowboys also have solid tight ends, though. They got Dalton Schultz, and then the new guy, rookie, I forget his name off the top of my head, I'm sorry, but he's been having a hell of a training camp. So talk is they might have a lot of two tight end packages a lot of this game. So we'll see how that goes. And then for Tampa on defense, is Todd Bowles going to blitz heavy like he did last season? Last season, week one, Cowboys Bucks, Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator for Tampa Bay, he ran a lot of blitz packages on Dak, thinking that would pressure him. But Dak he got sacked a few times, but he mainly stood in there and one-on-one on the outsides, especially with Amari Cooper when we had him, but opened up a lot of opportunities, and Cowboys were able to put up a lot of big plays, score some points, put up a lot of points, actually. And, Cowboys led with like a minute left, minute and 20, something like that. It's just they left too much time for Tom Brady. You can't do that. Like, they should have. It is what it is. This is last season, but they left Tom Brady too much time, and he got him right down the field and kicked the field goal to win. Bucks won 31-29. So will we see that again this year? I think it's going to be pretty similar, but this time I don't know. There's a lot of for example, Tom Brady and the Bucks don't have Gronk this time around. Gronk had a bunch of big plays in week one last year, so will that matter? We'll see. And on defense for the Cowboys, they're returning the defensive rookie of the year, Micah Parsons. And we'll see what kind of trouble and chaos he can cause, man. He is now my number one favorite player in the NFL, man. Micah Parsons, number 11. As Skip Bayless says, 11 from a heaven. That dude is insane, man. So I want to see him just put up some crazy numbers, get 4 sacks in this game. That's a lot of sacks. We'll see what happens. But if that happened, you could almost pencil him in for Defensive Player of the Year. which I think he's definitely in the running for, with like Aaron Donald, Joey Bosa, the boys like that, I think Micah Parsons is right up there, but, that might be my bias talking. I am a Cowboys fan, diehard Cowboys fan, so this game's special to me. This is going to be huge. Sunday night on NBC. Offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, Kellen Moore, is he going to... I thought last year he definitely had a lot of good plays, but then there was times that, like, I was like, what are you calling? Like, what kind of plays are you calling? So I really want to see improvement from him in the play calling, and just not be he was too cute sometimes, too much, doing all this and fucking running reverses, and even they ran a lot of lateral plays last year. I was like, all right, we're just getting too cute. Like, I want to see more running. Zeke, feed him the ball. Let's get him going. Like, I think he's going to have finally a bounce back season. I think, we'll see, but maybe not. If he doesn't bounce back, we got Tony Pollard right behind him ready to go, and he's speed, man. He's explosive. He's one of them guys, as soon as he touches the ball, he could take it the distance to the house. So Tony Pollard's definitely right there in the waiting if Zeke can't live up to it, but hopefully Zeke can get it going. Just get like 4 or 5 yards of carry. I know that's quite a bit, but I mean, man, as a rookie, remember Zeke? Like, he was tearing it up. He's definitely lost a step because I don't see that speed anymore. But anyway, we'll see what Zeke's still got anything in the tank, or if he's just this is going to be his final farewell from the Cowboys, because if he doesn't do much, I don't think he's coming back for sure. So we'll see, though. And for the Cowboys secondary, Trayvon Diggs and Anthony Brown, and then our nickelback, Jordan Lewis. I think we got a solid secondary for corners. Anthony Brown probably would be the weak link, but he had a hell of a good year, even though he got burned a lot too. Like, he's not a superstar or anything, but he's solid, I think, And if he improves a little more, I think he's going to be a hell of a number 2 cornerback, lock it down. And Jordan Lewis is a solid nickelback. And, of course, Trayvon Diggs, man, he's a beast. Led the NFL in interceptions a season ago. Will he have that kind of same performance? I don't know. He's a former wide receiver in college, so he just has, like, wide receiver skills, but just playing corner now, so he can catch everything. And he plays makes plays and attacks. And sometimes to his detriment, he attacks too hard and gets scorched sometimes. Like, he ain't perfect, but he's definitely solid. And I think, a really good number 1 corner. So our safeties are, solid. We've never had superstar safeties really since like friggin' like Darren Woodson days. But anyway, so I think defensively we should be good. Our weak point though is our defensive line and our run stopping. Like, Pro Football Focus has us, like, I think ranked last in the league for run stop defense. So, and that's been a thorn in our sides for a few years, really. I mean, a couple of years ago in the playoffs when we played the LA Rams, they just ran up and down the field all over. They didn't even have to throw. They just kept run, score, and then they beat us. And then, that's kind of been our MO. It was last year, too. We couldn't stop anything on the ground, so they definitely got to get that shored up. And Tank Lawrence, DeMarcus Lawrence, we need a big year from him. He had a pretty damn good year last year, but since his contract year, he has definitely not been that star. Because when it was his contract year, he was like star, like one of the best defensive ends in the league. But he's definitely not lived up to that since. But definitely still a solid playmaker, because if we could have him tearing it up and playing at elite level, and then with Micah Parsons back there, man, whoo, could be dangerous for opposing quarterbacks, dangerous for Tom Brady, so we'll see. And for the Buccaneers, they still got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and they can put up points, Leonard Fournette. So they definitely still have a good offense, in their defense with Shaq Barrett and Devin White. They got a solid linebacking core, good safeties. And Antoine Winfield Jr., like, Bucs defense is serious, so we'll see what happens. But the Cowboys were definitely able to move the ball on them last year and put up some points. So the spread on this game, it's changed. It's now 2.5 for Bucs, minus 2.5 for Tampa Bay. So 2 and a hook. So everybody's starting to lean more heavy Bucs. And the over-under now is 51 points. So I think if I had to make picks right now, here and now, I would take Cowboys on the spread, plus 2 and a hook. And Probably over 51. I'd say over on the over-under. So there's my picks for the game. We'll see. It's going to be a hell of a good matchup, a hell of a week one, a hell of a Sunday night. So I'm super excited, looking forward to this one. Hope you guys are too. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Give that thumbs up a click and subscribe if you want more. I'll be doing ton now that it's football season. I'm gonna be doing a ton of football stuff. So let's go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?